How you doing? Um, Game of Thrones season 5, episode 2. Um, the City of White and Black. We open with or black and white. We open with Arya getting into town, and she gets dropped off. I think that's how we open. Yeah. And she gets dropped off by the captain of the ship, and he takes her to this just beautiful Maza. I don't know what it was, like a home, or I don't know what it was. But she knocks on the door. John Lewis answers it. And she was like, "Yo, my name is so and so. I'm looking for so and so. Here's the coin." He's like, "F out of here, little girl." He closes the door on her. And later on in the episode, she's about to stick up some guys, and who's talking crazy to her. She was like, "Just keep walking." And John Lewis walks out again. She follows him. She was like, "Who are you?" It turns out to be the guy who gave her the coin in the first place. He had retrieved the coin that she had thrown into like this lake or river or whatever, some body of water. And anyway, it's very interesting, kind of weird. Also, Brienne, wait, Arya. Okay, so Brienne and Podrick, they run into Littlefinger and Sansa. They were both eating at the same restaurant. Podrick was like, "Don't look right there," but Sansa over there with Littlefinger. So she was like, "Oh, go saddle up the horses." She was like, "We only got one." She was like, "Motherfucker, go find one, motherfucker." So she goes over there. The guards approach. Littlefinger was like, "Let her through." She's talking. She was like, "Littlefinger, how you doing? I promised, Lady Stark, that I would, take care, find her kids." Now, she already struck out with Arya. She strikes out again. Sansa was like, "No, I'm good." Littlefinger was like, "You failed doing all that. You was accused of killing Stannis, not Stannis, but whatever the other king was." She was like, "And I don't trust you." So anyway, she tried to get out of there. Littlefinger asked her to stay. She was like, "Nah, I ain't falling for it." Bop, bop, bop. They got into a little thing. She ran out, you know what I mean, and took the horses that Podrick got up, and they boogied on out. Now she's still trying to, she caused all this calamity. She still wants to go get Sansa, but it's like, man, what are you gonna do if you don't get Sansa? What's her mission if she doesn't get Sansa? I don't know. It just seemed like a dummy mission to me. Loyalty is gonna lead her stinking somewhere. Cersei and Jaime, they're arguing. Cersei just crazy. I'm sorry, man. Like, I know she's on a mission. That's what I don't understand. So she's arguing with Jaime about. She's like, "Jaime, Jaime said something about my kid. She wants to go get her daughter. Oh, they got a threat from Oberyn people." And she was like, "Yeah, you don't threaten me." And he was like, "They gonna do something to my daughter." And Jaime was like, "Listen, I don't want nothing to happen to my daughter either." She's like, "You don't say my daughter." He was like, "I can't say it in public or we get stoned." She's like, "So what has that caution brought you thus far?" What do you want, Cersei? I want to help you. Like, what do you want? She needs a medieval therapist. That's what she needs. That's what she needs. I'll tell you what she really needs, but So anyway, Jaime, I don't know if he gave way to her or if he wants to go check it out. He's going to go to Oberyn and them and see, what's going on. But he's going to take Tyrion's former goon with him. But Tyrion's goon is finding out that, what he signed up for with old girl ain't what it is. Her inheritance is not going to come. So he's feeling duped right now. So this is why I think he will go with Jaime to where Oberyn is from. Fast forward to where Oberyn is from, and I forgot his girl name. Oberyn's girl is pressuring Oberyn's brother, just like on some Cersei type shit. Just like, "Yo, how big a man are you? They did this to your brother." And he was like, "Yo, it was an act. It wasn't murder. He was fighting for whatever. She was like, well, we'll see how long you gonna be, how long you'll be ruling or whatever. Because he's saying he basically, she wants him to torture the little girl and send her back to Cersei a piece at a time as revenge. He was like, we don't do that on my watch. She said, we'll see how long it'll be your watch and all of that. So I'm like, whatever. But the crazy thing is that Cersei would absolutely do that. She would absolutely torture somebody, because she's Cersei. Later Cersei gets, she tries to call her uncle in. She's trying to put a council together to run like a puppet regime. But her uncle ain't going. And she keeps talking crazy. But this is my question. What else do you have, Cersei? She doesn't have anybody else. Like, how are you still talking shit at every turn? You don't have anybody else. Your daddy gone. Like, I don't understand how she's even alive still. I don't understand it, but, it is what it is. Alyra, I already said that. So Khaleesi, G-Worm and the other general, they found a prisoner. And the prisoner was, they brought him back. And, they had to convince her not to kill him. The general was like, let him stand trial. She was like, okay, you're going to stand trial now. One of Khaleesi's loyal dudes that she freed for being a slave killed that dude once he was talking slick. And so now Khaleesi is putting him on trial. Khaleesi decides to kill him. The entire, not the entire city, but a lot of the citizens were screaming mercy. And Khaleesi was like, nah, slice. And they started to hiss. And they turned on her. She had to skedaddle up out of there because it started a whole bunch of shit. And so that was interesting to see. At the end, the dragon came back, and she was like, "Oh, dragon!" She tried to pet him. He wasn't going. He wasn't ready. He was like, "No," and then he flew off again. I thought that was kind of funny but endearing. So Jon wins the night. I don't know if he's king of the Night's Watch or he might be second in charge. They had Sam got up and spoke up for him. But Stannis offered him. He said, listen, I'll let you, run with me. I'll make you a lord again. You won't be a bastard. You'll be Lord Jon Stark or whatever. I think that's what he offered him. And so he's caught between your love and a heart played. I've been listening to that all week for some reason. I like that song. Yeah, so, they voted him in. The old dude gave him the last vote. That's going to be interesting. They still question his loyalty to them or, versus the wildlings or whatever. So anyway, that's about it. Friday night. And the mood is right. Remember that? TGI. It is Friday. I think I'm going to watch another episode right now. I'm going to do it. Let's get it.